Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Redstone Ix here and welcome back to another command block tutorial video. Now today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do OP mace commands in Minecraft. And what I mean by it is, you can probably guess by the title that these commands will like to give you a couple of very overpowered maces and also can give you some additional abilities that can be very helpful when you use them in combat. And these are pretty much based around the 3 new enchantments that come with the maces, just want to put that out there. And now, before I go into more details on what those commands are to make this work, you know the drill. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, let's begin today's video. Okay guys, so here are all the commands right here, so just only a couple of commands to make this all work out. And, as always, all of these commands here will be in the description down below so you guys can copy and paste them into your world later on. Now, let us begin. So first off, as always, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to grab some of these maces real quick. All but one, but we'll get back to this one a little later on. So I'm going to show you these first 3 maces first. So the 3 that I got right now are the heavy Slam Mace, the strong Wind Mace, and the armor Buster Mace. And as you can see, they all have the new enchantments with level 10 on them, which you cannot normally get. And I'm just going to quickly grab some mobs real quick. And I'll explain what the water bucket and the elytra 4 are later on in this video. Okay guys, so first things first, we're going to start off with the heavy Slam Mace, which has density 10 on it. So for those who don't know what density does, it pretty much increases the damage of the mace the more blocks you've fallen from, if that makes sense. And the other thing is, when you hold the mace in your hand, you actually get a jump boost 6, allowing you to make perfect use of the mace, because you need to do damage from above, like this. So if you cannot find any blocks to climb up, then you can just use the mace, or sorry, the jump boost effect of the mace to do that for you. But keep in mind, if you fall higher than you can jump with the jump boost, you will still take damage like you would normally do with mace. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. So with this, oops, hold on. So with this, boom, boom, and of course, boom. Just like that, the power of the heavy Slam Mace. And of course, when you're not holding it, you don't get the jump boost at all. So on to the next mace, which is the strong Wind Mace. And as you can see, it has Wind Burst 10 on it. And this one gives you jump boost 5. So these maces, I give them different levels of jump boost depending on the enchantment this mace has got. So you'll see why in a second. And also, this is the reason why I got the water bucket and elytras 4. So when you use the strong Wind Mace like this, that's why it's important to have a water bucket, so that way you can save yourself from any kind of fall damage. That, or you can use an elytra. If you have an elytra, then it would be excellent use for mobility by far than the water bucket. Because if you have an elytra while doing this, it'll pretty much allow you to glide easily through the air to give yourself a big boost. So you can be flying high in no time at all. So with that, we're going to move on to the 3rd mace right here, which is the Armor Buster Mace, which has Breach 10 on it. And also this gives you Jump Boost 7. So with the Breach enchantment, basically it allows some damage to bypass any entities that are wearing armor pretty much. So let's say you're facing players or mobs that are fully in netherite armor, or any kind of armor to be exact. So when I jump up, as you can see, I pretty much demolished that zombie even though it was wearing full netherite armor. And same thing with this guy right here. They didn't stand a chance. Now look at that, free netherite stuff. So this is pretty helpful if you're facing players that are in full armor sets, or if you're facing mobs in the ominous trial chambers that have some armor on them. This is the mace to do so. Okay, so now that you've seen that, we're going to move on to the final mace. So, be back in a sec.
Meanwhile.
Okay guys, so now we're gonna move on to the final mace I got here, which is the ultimate mace. So with this, it pretty much has Wind Burst 5, Density 10, and Breach 10. Okay, and the reason I have Wind Burst 5 instead of 10 like the other mace did, it's because Wind Burst can really propel you that far up, and that's probably not exactly needed for combat, usually, at least in my opinion, I think so. So now for the combat test. So, when you hold the mace normally, you get Jump Boost 8 on it. But that's not the only thing this comes with, and it involves you coming back down. So, when you use the mace normally... Hold on. When you use the mace normally, if there are no mobs in sight, you can save yourself by crouching in midair. Just like that. So pretty much when you crouch in midair, you get a temporarily resistant 6 boost, so that way you can save yourself on the way down. And this is very much useful if there are no mobs for you to try to hit, or if you don't think you can land the next hit, which probably most of the time you may not, even if you think you can, because it's all about timing. And using a mace like this can be tricky. Just like so. So that's why this is the ultimate mace, the one you need for combat. Like this, crouch to stop yourself from taking damage, and then let's do it again. If I can just land a hit. And just like that, you're safe. And of course, if you do not get the timing right, like this, then you can end up in a world of pain. So that is precisely why when using a mace, or even using these OP maces entirely, timing is key at all times. Especially when you're falling higher than you can save yourself. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's go over the commands into making this all work out, so be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so first things first, I'm going to show you the command that gives you the OP maces in general, before we get to the ones that give you the additional effects. Starting with this one, which is the Heavy Slam Mace. So it's just a simple give IP mace, and then you do custom underscore name equals, and then put in the information for the Heavy Slam Mace name, and then you do comma, unbreakable equals, and then 2 curly brackets like this, and then you do enchantments equals, inside these curly brackets levels, colon, and then you put the enchantment density, colon, 10 at the end here, and close all brackets, and then put 1. So same thing for the strong Wind Mace, except we do Wind Burst 10, as you see here. Same thing for the Armor Buster Mace, except we do Breach 10 right over here. And same thing for the Ultimate Mace, right over here, except we just add in the 3 enchantments together. Breach 10, Density 10, and Wind Burst 5, as you see here. Pretty standard stuff. So now we're going to move on to the commands which give you the additional effects of the OP maces. Starting with this one right here, and these first ones right over here are pretty much exactly the same. So this first bit means when the mace named Heavy Slam Mace is selected, it's going to run this. Effect give IP Minecraft colon jump underscore boost for 1 second, 5 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. Same thing for this one, except this is for the strong Wind Mace. So you want to come over here and change the name to Strong Wind Mace right over here. And then you want to alter the jump boost a little bit for 1 second. This time we do 4 for the amplifier and true for no particle effect. This command, same thing, except this is for the Armor Buster Mace. And then we just come over here. And for the jump boost, you do 1 second. This time 6 for the amplifier and true for no particle effect. And now before we get into the commands for the Ultimate Mace, we're going to actually come over here because we need some scoreboards into making the Ultimate Mace work out. Starting with this one. So it's scoreboard objectives, add, and then we do mace underscore sneak underscore landing, and then you do minecraft.custom : minecraft.sneak underscore time right here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Okay, now we'll get into the commands that actually activate the effects. So pretty much the same thing as all the other ones that work for the maces, except this is for the ultimate mace. And then we want to do effect give at P, Minecraft : jump boost like all the others, for 1 second, 7 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. Now this command over here activates the mace sneak landing scoreboard. So pretty much the exact same first bit as the last one I just showed you, except we need to do this at the end here. So it's execute as at R at S, if entity at S. Inside brackets we do scores equals, inside curly brackets we do mace underscore sneak underscore landing equals 1, 2 dots at the end, and then close all brackets at the end here. Now this command over here gives you resistance if you sneak in mid-air. So it's execute at P, run execute as at R at S, if block, and then do 3 squiggly lines like this with -2 here. And then you do Minecraft : air, and then you do run effect give at S, Minecraft : resistance for 1 second, 5 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command simply resets the scoreboard, as you see here. And also for this, make sure you set this to unconditional, as well as always active in a chain command block right here. Because otherwise, the commands will not work properly. And yeah, that is pretty much OP Mace commands in Minecraft. And that, my friends, is gonna wrap up for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, thanks for watching, I'll catch you all next week in the next one. Goodbye!